Hello, welcome to this point. So this is pivot table video number 7. So in this point, I would actually want us to see how we can create a field using an existing field. That field that we'll be creating is what we call the calculated field. What I'm actually trying to say is that you can obtain the amounts by the product. Then finally, you have been told that the taxes is 5% of the amount. So you will be using the amounts field to obtain the taxes. So we are using one field so that we can obtain the other field. So the field which will be, so the field that we will actually obtain is what we call a calculated field. Calculated field because you have actually calculated it using an existing field. So before we actually check on an example on that, I would urge you to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on my X account so that you can build one of the largest data analysis platforms together. So that's it. So kindly follow these two accounts. On this point, we will actually have the sum of amount by the products. So we'll come to this point, drag the amount into the values, then drag the product into the rows, just like that. So you can actually check that you have the products and you have the sum of amount. So sum of amount by the products. Now, in this point, I would want us to obtain a different field here for the taxes. The field here will actually be called a calculated field because we will be using these items here to obtain the taxes. So we use an existing field to calculate the field. And that field we are calculating is what we call a calculated field. So how do we actually do that? So you click inside the pivot table report like that. After clicking inside it like that, then we have what you call the pivot table analyze tab, then calculations group, then you have what you call the fields, items, and sets. Click on the first one there, which is actually saying the calculated field. Click on it like that. After clicking on it like that, it will ask you what is the name of the field that you would want to introduce or to calculate. In my point, I would like to calculate the taxes field. And what's the formula? Let's say, for example, the formula of obtaining the taxes is 16% of the sum of amount. Amount, yes, then insert field, then multiplied by 16%. So taxes is what we would actually want to introduce there is a field. It's a calculated field. And what's actually the formula? So to obtain the taxes, we will actually say the amount times 16%. And just like that, and we'll actually say, okay, now you can check there. So 16% of this will actually get you this, and 16% of this will get you this. One here for the beans will get you 9164.96. 16% of this one here for broccoli will get you 22790.24, and the same applies to carrots, mangoes, and oranges. So basically, that's what we call a calculated field. Now, what if you would actually want to modify this calculated field or delete it? How do you actually go about that? So before we check on that, I'll actually bring you to this point here. So inside this case here, you'll actually check that I have many courses on Microsoft Excel. So on this point here for the Microsoft Excel, I have from the beginner to intermediate to advanced. So about 20 courses on Microsoft Excel. So at $100 only, you will be able to access all this premium content on my Google Drive account. And when my website is actually back, you won't actually lose that access. You will be shifted into the website. So imagine getting all this content worth $945 just at $100. Imagine that. I will also be taking the project's work from your end. Let's say, for example, if you actually need someone or a go-to person who will actually be doing for you the cloud in Excel prompting, dashboards and charts, automation, pivot tables and models, Power BI, financial forecast, templates management, all that work every month for your business, then you have to book this monthly retainer. It will actually go at $550 a month. So just $550 a month and you get the results. You can also get access to this one-time task, AI powered dashboard designs, $150, AI data analysis and insights, $200, AI automation and smart macros, $250, AI enhanced Power BI reports at $300. So fair prices, and you will get the work done perfectly. Up here, you will also realize that I will be taking the templates work from you. So I will design the templates, manage it for you, and deliver the results. So there is a monthly retainer for that. So for the monthly retainer, that's the template management and delivery, it will be $50 every month. But for the one-time task on the templates, the ultimate business dashboard templates, templates on personal finance, templates on inventories, templates on AI powered reporting, templates on HR and payroll trackers, and templates on sales performance, all these at favorable prices. Imagine at $15, $22, and $19, you actually get a very good template. So for us to actually communicate or do business, this is actually my email. So reach me out so that we can talk on the templates, we talk on the projects, and we also talk on the courses. So let's now see how we can do some modification on the calculated field and how we can also delete it. So to do some modification on the calculated field, what we have to do is to click inside the pivot report. Yes, assuming that you would actually want to adjust the percentage to 15%. Remember, we had actually used 16%. So I would actually want us to adjust the percentage to 15%. So click inside the report like that. Then inside the pivot table analyze tab, you have what you call the calculations group. Click on this point, and inside the calculated field, on this down arrow here for the name, check in this point here, name. Do not actually select these fields here. Just come to this point here, you can check that we have name, then click on this down arrow. You will actually be shown the calculated fields that you have actually added. So we have actually made one calculated field, and it's actually the taxes. So click on it like that, then you can actually see the formula here. So you can adjust and have it to be 15%. So the first one was 30,601.12. So the moment I actually shift it to 15%, and the moment I actually shift it to 15% and hit on modify, see what actually happens. So let me actually hit OK. So check there, that is 61.12. So the moment I hit OK there, check what actually happens. It has shifted from that is 61.12 to 28,688.55. So that's it. Now, how do we actually delete this? How do we delete the calculated field? So to delete the calculated field, remember you cannot actually come to this point here and deselect. If you deselect it like that, it will actually disappear from the report, but it's still present inside the pivot table fields. You can actually check that it's here. So it can always be brought back. Yes. So if you take like that, it's actually here. So to actually remove it completely, what you have to do is to click inside the pivot table report like that. Then come to the calculations group that's inside the pivot table analyze tab. Then click on this point again. Then go into calculated field. Then inside the calculated field, select the taxes. Then what you have to do is to hit on delete. So click on delete like that. Then OK. Just like that, and you can actually see that the taxes field here has actually disappeared. So our calculated field has actually disappeared. So that's all about the calculated field inside the pivot tables.